It's Dan Flake here with your national briefing. Making news today, the East Coast set to cop one of those rain bombs. A former PM puts Canberra on blast over its treatment of China, and a Queensland man continues his recovery following a croc attack. Firstly, to an unfolding story this morning, Mustafa Baluch, who's accused of being involved in a plot to import 900 kilos of cocaine into Sydney, has been captured, marking the end of what police are describing as one of the largest fugitive hunts in the country. The 33-year-old allegedly cut off his ankle bracelet and disappeared after being granted bail last month. Detectives found him in the boot of a car inside a shipping container on a truck heading to Queensland early this morning. New South Wales Police Assistant Commissioner Stuart Smith is thanking detectives for their hard work.
We've all worked every day on this operation, beating the brush and getting this fugitive into position where an arrest could be made.
Police say the truck driver will be charged. One of our former Prime Ministers has given both barrels to Australia's new strategic deals with the US and UK. Paul Keating telling Press Club our government's lost its way, especially when it comes to diplomacy with China. He also had this to say about that controversial submarine deal and their effectiveness if tensions did escalate with China.
8 submarines against China. When we get the submarines in 20 years' time, it'll be like throwing a handful of toothpicks at a mountain.
Still on politics, and the PM's announced $1 billion technology fund to drive investment in low-emissions technologies. An unvaccinated man in his 30s is among 3 who have died from COVID in New South Wales overnight, while 14 lives have been lost to the virus in Victoria. There's been 3 new cases in Queensland. One's on the Gold Coast, who was infectious in the community for 6 days. The second was in the Southern Downs and was out and about for around 10 days. The third was a traveller from Victoria in hotel quarantine. The East Coast is expected to be hit by a rain bomb. Parts of New South Wales and southern Queensland are being told to brace for flooding, with a month's worth of rain expected over 3 days. Jonathan Howe from the Weather Bureau says multiple states are being impacted.
The focus is really going to be across New South Wales, Queensland and northern South Australia as well. We see widespread thunderstorms right across these 3 states, and there is a potential for heavy rainfall leading to flash flooding and also riverine flooding as well. So we could see daily totals today and tomorrow top 150 millimetres for parts.
And no attempts will be made to capture a crocodile at the centre of an attack in Cape York. A man in his 60s remains in hospital after being pulled into a river by the animal last week, forcing him to defend himself with a pocket knife before escaping.
Get personalised hair loss treatment in 5 minutes delivered to your door. Clinically proven treatment for men and women. 1 pill taken daily. thehairypill.com.au. Buying or selling rural or residential properties? Miller, One and John. This is SAFM weather.
16 today, and it's looking like a partly cloudy day tomorrow with a slight chance of showers probably in the evening, a top of 17 and a low of 6, and that rain could continue into Friday as well. For radio, podcast, music and news, download the free Listener app.